Welcome back to another garage video. In this one, we're going to be changing the Honda Grom wheel bearings because this bike is coming up to 9 years old. It is a track bike. Along with the new tires and brakes and everything else I did, I want to do the bearings as well. And we're going to show you how that's done.
Let's go.
I went to FortNine and grabbed some essential tools. I've got the bearing puller and bearing driver set from Motion Pro. You can use sockets, but you run the risk of damaging the bearings. So why do you want to change your wheel bearings? Well, over time, dust, dirt, water can get inside of the bearings and it causes them to lose grease and also rust, and they'll start to get tight. If you ever feel like a tight steering bearing, or you feel like it's not as smooth, or it might have a notch feeling as well in the steering bearings, in the wheel bearings you might get a bit of play. If you can move your tire inside of the axle, that's obviously not good. So there's a few things to notice, but generally you want to change them before that even gets close to happening, and that's what we're going to do right now. And for the cost of it, it's not very expensive and very easy to do. In your wheel, you have your wheel bearing, you have your spacer, and then you have another bearing here. So there's two bearings. It's hard to push this out when there's a spacer in the way, and there's a bearing on this side as well. So what Motion Pro has done is they've made this very slick tool that looks like this, and it goes in, and once you use the split design of the tool, it will actually open it up on the inside, grab it from the inner race, and it grabs onto it and then allows you to push it all out as one unit. This tool makes for bearing removal 10 times easier than using just a punch and a hammer.
Let's get this bearing out. We're going to put in the collar, put in the rod, and just smash it in there. It's going to open up that split collar design and grab the inner race. Once it's tight, we'll put it onto the tires here. I just smash it right out with a couple of hits. It's unreal. Once that's done, build up your driver tool. Here we're going to choose the correct inner and outer race sizes, build the tool, and move to the next step.
So what's so nice about this tool is you can build it to have the inner race size and the outer race size, and unlike a socket where it's jumping around and moving around and potentially damaging the ball bearings because you're hitting not on the races but where the actual bearings are, this won't because of the inner piece. So when this goes down like so, it is like perfection. It does not move around. So if you heat up the wheel, it'll help expand the metal. These bearings have been in the freezer overnight. Little hot tip for you, little hot and cold tip for you. Just don't touch it and burn yourself. I know from experience. You want to set the, look at that, it's already kind of sliding in. Take your dead blow or hammer, one of the two, and then just off you go. Make sure it's nicely centered.
And that's how easy it is to drive a bearing into your wheels. We're going to replace the dust caps here on both sides. I just tap them in just to make sure and don't hurt my fingers. We'll do the same onto the sprocket. We'll insert the bearing. This one's a little bit larger than the other one's, 40 millimeters. And voila, it's just that easy with that tool.
And that is how you quickly and easily change wheel bearings on a Honda Grom, almost any bike actually, easily, and it's always because of the right tools. So thanks for FortNine for sponsoring this video. You can find all the links in the description below for the tools and the bearings. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.